Alright, Shalom, I'm the brother Siyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mukakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across the world, who are spreading his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Kan Shalom. So I just actually want to make an add-on, a part 2 concerning the video I just made about the Titan sub, the Titan submarine, which basically was found in pieces, and they say, of course, that it imploded. And I just showed in the video, what happened in the history considering the Federal Reserve, and what's gonna happen now in July, the launch of the Fed now, which will be a platform, basically a portal for digital purchases controlled by the government, so to speak. But we cannot forget this. We know who is down at the ocean also, man. Leviathan, of course. Okay? Leviathan, man. Also known as, or also, how do you say it, portrayed as Godzilla. Okay. Leviathan is down there also, made to what? To play with the ships. Okay, I'm just looking for the scripture real quick. Play with the ships. I believe, yeah, Psalms. Psalms. Because I saw another video also where, of course, Edomites put a tracker on a shark, and after a while, that shark, the temperature of the shark, immediately changed, and the tracker device of the shark immediately went couple of hundred meters downward, and it clearly showed them, the investigators, that the shark was being swallowed up by something else, man. Okay, so Leviathan is down there. Okay, let me show that real quick. Shark. Yeah, don't call me now. Shark. Eaten. Oh. Maybe they show you the picture. Shark tracking device found. Maybe they show it like this. Let me see videos. Found. If it doesn't show it as. Okay, I cannot find it right now, but I saw the video, man. Maybe if I find it, I put it in the description box. Anyway, let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 26, to talk about Leviathan. It reads, "There go the ships, there is that Leviathan, whom thou hast made to play therein." Okay, so the Most High has made Leviathan to play with these ships. Okay, in other beliefs, it's spoken of the Kraken, or Volcor, or whatever. But there are big as sea creatures down there, man. And verse 27 says, "These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season." So they wait upon the Most High to really do some damage upon his planet Earth in the time when all evil and all hell and all chaos is gonna break loose, man. Okay, you're gonna see Leviathan actually coming. It says that when you see him, people are gonna drop dead and faint only because of the sight of him. Okay. I don't know if y'all seen the movie Godzilla, but hey, believe me, man, if you see this creature coming out of the ocean, looking at you, of course you're gonna faint, man. The creature spitting fire, laser type of, something crazy just coming out of his mouth, all flames. Okay, imagine seeing this, man. Come on, man. You standing here, all of a sudden this monster rises out of the sea. You're gonna be terrified. Okay, terrified. Now, there was another scripture in the book of Job. I believe it's Job. Let me see. Job chapter 41, which speaks concerning Leviathan, man. Okay, that Leviathan is an animal that these Edomites cannot basically trap or catch, like they do these other fishes, or these other sharks, or these whales, or these orcas, This is not an animal that they are gonna catch, man. This animal is gonna catch them, you see? So anyway, this is Job chapter 41, verse 1. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? Like I just spoke about, they cannot fish him, man. They cannot hunt him. Okay, with the fishing hook or whatever type of equipment they think they be having. Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? You cannot fish him, you cannot hunt him. Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Wilt thou take him for a servant forever? Wilt thou play with him as with a bird? Or wilt thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Okay, because his skin is so tight, nothing goes through it, not even air goes through it, man. Lay thine hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more. Okay, so basically, Leviathan is not out there to be playing, man. Okay, let me see, verse 8. Lay thine hand upon him, remember the battle, do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? So you're gonna be cast down, you're gonna die, you're gonna faint, whatever. What will happen to you? What the Most High decides it happens to you when you see him, the sight of him, when you only see Leviathan. Okay? None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? Who had prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. Who can discover the face of his garment? Or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about, so he has a lot of teeth to do some damage in his whole mouth, man. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a close seal. One is so near to another, so one scale is so close to the other scale of his skin that no air can come between them. That is how compact his scales are, and they kind of can portray it here when you see Godzilla. Basically, the scales so tied to each other that no air can come between it, That is how compact the Most High made this creature, man. And you bet that there are more out there, because the Most High made creatures in what? In male and female. And they are reproducing in nature. So you might bet that there are multiple of these ones out there in the ocean, man. Okay? So, Job chapter 41, verse 16 again. One is so near to another that no air can come between them. They are joined one to another. They stick together. They cannot be sundered. By his sneezings a light doeth shine. So when he sneezes, that is that light. That light is like this fire, that laser beam that comes out of his mouth. So Godzilla literally, is like symbolic, a portrayal of a Leviathan, man. Okay. Maybe I can show a short clip of it also. Let me see. Godzilla spitting fire GIF, to put it in your mind what it shows like in action. Let me see. Yeah, man, like that. He don't come to play. Look. Oh, okay, they're not showing that. Let me see which one more. Yeah, man, look at the damage. Come on, man. That is the Leviathan, man. That fire that comes out of his mouth when he sneezes. Verse 18, by his sneezings a light doeth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. I believe that his eyes are like the color of when the sun rises up, but I'm not sure about that. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Okay? Out of his nostrils goeth smoke, so out of his nose, the holes of his nose, as out of a seething pot or cauldron. So basically there comes smoke out of his nose, man, like they portray with dragons. His breath kindled coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth. You see, we just saw that, man, a flame going out of his mouth. Look, you see, in his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. Let me read it again. In his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. So it makes him happy to see sorrow. Okay? That's not something you want to be messing with, man. The flakes of his flesh are joined together. So when he sees people screaming and dying, concerning the sorrow, when he sees people screaming and dying, that makes him glad. That is a joy for him. Okay, reading on. Verse 23. The flakes of his flesh are joined together. They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as a stone. Yea, as hard as a piece of the nether millstone. So, I'm just gonna read the whole chapter on, but basically that is also something that came into my mind, like considering this Titan sub that was so-called imploded, man. We should not be forgetting that these creatures are out there also in the ocean. Okay, so reading on, verse 25. When he raiseth up himself, the mighty are afraid. By reason of breakings they purify themselves. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold. The spear, the dart, nor the harbinger. So no weapon can hold him down. Nothing. Okay. I think I can show a short gif of that also. Shot at gif. Wait. Let me do like this. And one time I had a dream about Leviathan, man. I was in the water, I was in the ocean itself, and I heard a broadcast and the alarm sounding like, something was gonna happen. And I knew it was time for Leviathan, man. If I remember the dream correct. Okay, so it's crazy, man. He's out there. Let me see if this is a good one. No, that's that's a fake version. That's like an old movie. But basically, that is the point. That is it actually. Maybe I can show something better. Okay, I cannot see it right now. Let me do it like this. Godzilla blocks missiles. But you get the point, of course, but I'm just curious if they're gonna show it. And I wanna let you show it also, because a picture speaks 1,000 words, and a GIF really gives you the imagination. Good. Okay. No, they're not really gonna show it, I think. What is this? No, okay, leave it. So, reading on. Job chapter 41, verse 26, 27, Slakia. He esteemed iron as straw. So something that is iron, that is very hard material, is for him like a straw, man. He breaks it like a straw, something that you can drink out of. A rietje called in a Dutch. And brass as rotten wood. So bronze as rotten wood, okay? The arrow cannot make him flee. Sling stones are turned with him into stubble. Darts are counted as stubble. He laughed at the shaking of a spear. Sharp stones are under him, and the sharp stones are, if I'm correct, his nails, man. His nails are sharp as hell and hard as hell. Okay, the nails of his hands and his toes, his feet. He spreaded sharp-pointed things upon the mire. Yeah, so, this is talking, the sharp-pointed things, that is talking about his nails, okay? Sharp as hell, big as hell, heavy as hell, strong as hell. You name it. He make it a deep to boil like a pot. Yeah, man, because when he breathes fire, the ocean gets, in that area where he is, of course it's gonna get very hot, man. He make it the sea like a pot of ointment. He make it a path to shine after him. One would think the deep to be hoary, and that path to shine is this, Godzilla swimming. When, for example, a shark is swimming and one fin is above the water, and then behind him you see like a wide trail. Yes, like this. Yeah, you see that wide trail behind him. On the right you see the ship with a wide trail, but on the left you see Godzilla, and then you see the wide trail that he leaves behind. That is the trail that basically shines. Okay. It's called the schuim in the Dutch. I don't know what it's called in the English. Okay. Basically a path to shine after him. One would think the deep to be hoary. Upon earth there is not his like, who is made without fear. So he does not fear anything. Okay. There's nothing on this planet Earth made like Godzilla, like like Leviathan. They, let me speak plural, they do not fear anything. He beholdeth all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride. God, man, so a beautiful chapter concerning Leviathan. So that came into mind also, man, concerning the Titans up. So anyway, with that, I hope this video was edifying, and I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across the world who are spreading his knowledge in truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. God shalom.